All in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Mexico City Diablos. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
What? 380! Right there, 54. Left for center. Go! Switch it, switch it, switch it. Go ahead.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
14, run it. Check hot route. Hot. Check 9.
Throwing is Wilson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Hey, 0.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. He gets it to Brown, complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there. And that'll bring up second down.
You learn. 53, Mike, 53. Here we go. Oh, trot. 53 to Mike, 53, check 53. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Watch twist. Let's go.
Wilson throwing again. Dancing to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Spot that. Echo. Mike, 53, Mike. Here we go, Mike.
To throw again is Wilson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Check 99. Check 99. Check. Check.
On second down now, it's Cook, and down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2.
Check three.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after 1. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And that is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to the ground, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38.
Watch the screen. Watch the safety creep.
Here's Grant. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, we got
On 2nd down, it's Grant. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
65.
To throw is Wilson from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now Wilson on 1st down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Corey Grant his second touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
Field get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation in there, the defense won the battle.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. He had gained really good yardage. That's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Watch the slant. Preload. Check 37. Check 37. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Hey, watch that. Easy. 54. Come on, D. Undercross.
Gun.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Escaping the pressure right. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
54 Mike. Hey! Alert! Safety's creeping.
Third and long. It's Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Touch 50. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, I'm coming out. 12. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. They come out here in the eye.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Joker, joker.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Tucker with the extra point. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go, man.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this with intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He'll buy some time right. Caught here by Griffin. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got this down to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. On 4th down. Jackson, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Trey Burton with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
25, check 25, check 25.
On 1st down, Grant. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Run pass. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. That's what I do.
From the shotgun, Wilson forced out to his left. He's going deep for Brunt. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First down, Dolphins.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back now in Mexico City. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Jackson on 1st down. This one into the hands of Burton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. They run it again with Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson, and that is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Number 53, Mike 53. Hey, pick your game up. Watch the edge.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson buying time to his left. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
On 2nd down, Cook trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
Heads up, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play there, 58 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Grant, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
No. Off. 36. He's checking.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
To throw is Wilson. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Watch the slant. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Go. 54, check. Watch 54. Watch twist. Front left.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go back to Grant. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. On 3rd down, Grant. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard.
Good job right there.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson being chased out left. Just keeping the play alive. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time Cook. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Dolphins, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And now it's off to the airport for a date with customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'll be back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a million today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.